I just turned this image into a scene for an ad and generated the ad all for $1 inside of n8n using Atlas Cloud. Now, Atlas Cloud is a place for the latest models to use, whether that's for image, chat, or video. Think about it like OpenRouter meets FAL, but for like half the price or less. Now, Atlas Cloud have just released their own node, which, by the way, if you sign up using the link below, you'll get extra credits. I'll talk more about that in a bit. But basically, here now, you can just have a task like image to image to video, and it will recommend which models to use. So you don't have to worry about models anymore. They tell you exactly what you need for your use case. And you'll notice here they have Nano Banana Pro. And if we go to the video generation one, you can see that they're actually using VO3.1. So they have the latest models released on day zero. That means as soon as a model's released, you will find it here. Now, another cool thing, and I've never seen this before in n8n, is this wait for completion node. These essentially mean that you no longer are guessing that the image has been generated or the video has been generated. It will wait for it to be done. And this is, I've never seen this before. It is honestly changes workflows. So let's get into it. So this workflow here, you'll get it for free in the link in the description below. But basically, what it does on a high level is we have here this spreadsheet. Now this spreadsheet is for ad generation. So every day for that's how it pulls the data in. I have dates here, and then we have a product name, an image URL, product description. So these are the things that you would fill in. And then it will go and generate a scene, it will generate an image, upload it to Google Drive, generate a video, and then upload that to Google Drive as well. And the way it does that here is the green ones here, these are your Google Sheets. So get the information, add the scene, then here generate the image, add it, generate the video, and add it. But let's get into the nodes so that you know exactly what to do. So here I have it executing manually, so I just click execute and it will run. But what you're wanting to do here is, if we write in schedule trigger, and you're going to want this to run, say, like every single day at midnight, for example. And you can hook that up over here by simply just dragging that to there, and then it'll hook it up to run every single day. Now the next one here is this Google Sheets node, and it gets the rows in a single sheet within a document. So it turns out, see these Google Sheets, this is actually called a document, and each one of these that you make, these are called sheets. So this is actually a sheet within a document. So we're going to get a row where the date is today's date. That's a nice simple way to filter. You can see document is the name here of that spreadsheet, or that collection of sheets, the document. And then we have sheet one, that's the name of this sheet here. So that just brings back all the information that we have. After that, we're going to use Atlas Cloud. Now, if you don't have Atlas Cloud here or it's not working, it's because you have to go and download there. Note, you have to bring it into n8n. So first of all, you have to have n8n either self-hosted on your own machine or hosted with a provider, say like Hostinger, where you can get like a one-click n8n, where literally you just have to go one click, you just click and boom, it's up and running. Just follow the instructions. Now, when you have that, you want to install this as a community node. So if I go to here, n8n.YouTube or systems, let's open this up. You're going to want to install their community nodes. So if you go to settings, then we go to community nodes, and inside here you'll see I have Atlas Cloud. You're going to want to install it, and it's literally as simple as n8n-nodes Atlas Cloud. Understand, and then install. And you'll get that here, and it will then reflect in here. So we have our Atlas Cloud nodes. Now, for context, there's actually 3 different nodes we can have. So go to Atlas Cloud. You can see we have chat, task submit, and task status. Basically, chat to a model or submit a generation, and then also see the status. So this is either you can check the status or you can wait for completion. That's where that node comes from. So this one here is chat. And inside here, on the left, we have the input, on the right, we have the output, and in the middle, we have the settings and parameters. So the first thing is we need to connect to an account. So here, I have my Atlas Cloud account. To create a new credential, all you have to do is add in an API key, which is super simple to get. If you just come here to atlascloud.ai, sign up, you get $1 free when you just sign up with your bank card, and then you get an extra 25% on your first purchase. So go and do that. Then we'll go to console, manage API keys, and here you just want to create an API key and give it a name, and then you'll get it. You can come and copy it from here, paste it in, save, and boom, that's you in. Now, you want to have a specific model here to chat with. As I was saying, they have day zero models. They have like over 300 models. If it's if it's an AI that exists and it's popular or it's good, they will have it for sure. So today I'm just using Gemini 3 Flash because it's a nice simple prompt, doesn't require any thinking. Basically, I just want this here. So I have a system prompt and a user prompt. I'll talk about the system prompt in a moment. But the prompt I'm given as a user is here's the product, here's the description, and create a dramatic 10-second video prompt showing this product in an impossible cinematic transformation. And then blah, 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 some bits here. And you'll see this renders as text here. Why? Well, this is within the expression type here, and these are from this here. So in the input, from the previous node, we can drag over the product name, for example, and there you go. So we'll do that. Let's get rid of that. And so it dynamically can pull the data in from the sheet. The system prompt is just a simple thing to basically tell the AI, this is your identity. This is who you are. So it will reply in a manner which is in coherence with this prompt. Now, once it's generated the output here, we can see that we have all of this stuff. This is going to be the input now for adding this scene to the sheet. And we can see that the output is this content, which is starting scene, blah, blah, blah. So we drag and drop that into here. So this is the scene, and we're matching on the row with this date here. All of this here is just kind of self-explanatory. It can look quite jarring if you're new, but basically you're just connecting to your Google Sheets. You have this sheet within a document, you're updating one of the rows, it's this specific document, that sheet, map to this date, so that we can make sure that we're actually getting the right row. And then from there, we're just updating this scene to add the scene in. And you'll see this exact same format again for image and video, so don't worry, you'll get used to it. So now we have the scene, we then have this image to image generation, where, again, same thing, we have the same credential, image to image, Nano Banana Pro is the model we're going to use today. Then for the prompt, we're passing in this scene. For the image, we're passing in the URL from the sheet that we have here. So product image URL, drag and drop that in there. And then when we execute that, it will go away and run it, and it will give you this prediction ID. Now, a prediction ID is basically your unique identifier for this specific prediction, which is basically a generation. So in image and video generations, they're often called predictions, which makes sense when you think of large language models, which are language models that predict the next token, the next word. So kind of makes sense. The next one here, this is the coolest thing I've seen, to be fair, in ages in n8n, which is wait for completion. And although this sounds super simple, normally you'd have to put a wait node here and you'd say give it 2 minutes. But then if the generation, if it was going slow that day and it took 2 minutes and 1 second, your entire system would fail, which is annoying, and you'd have to figure out how to handle that. Whereas here, all you have is operation, wait for completion, and then you have the prediction ID, which is this here. And then when it's done, it will just tell you it's done, and it will just move on, which is amazing. So we have the output here, and this is the actual media itself. So if we get that, let's just open up a new tab, and boom, there you go. So it's created this image here. Now, the reason I have it pulling these images is because then we can actually store the whole thing. So if you want to specifically modify or change one of them or use one of them somewhere, you have it all here. So let's go back to the workflow. Basically then this URL, when we clicked on it, you've seen that it downloaded the image. So we have a simple HTTP node, which is basically a thing to request information over the internet. That's pretty much it. And so this get, we're passing a method in, the get method, go and get something. And here's the URL, it's that one there. So it's basically saying get whatever is at that URL, which is this image. So then it brings back this image, and here the output, we can either view it like that, or we can download it here. But what we're going to do is upload it to Google Drive. So we connect your Google Drive account, and then from here, you're just uploading this file. And the key things to note here are the data is the name by default of the thing you've downloaded. So that's the input data field name. It's just data, and that corresponds with here. So we'll pull it in. The file name, I'm just calling it today's date _ image because the intention of this is to run daily, given whatever product I give it. Could be the same product. And then where you're going to store it. So I have just my drive, and then Atlas Cloud Ads is the name of the folder, which is this folder here. Boom. So we now have this uploaded. It's pretty much the same thing again, but for videos. So in here we have image to video, and for that we're using Veo 3.1. You could use anything, but I'm using 3.1. I'm adding the same scene in because I want to have, essentially, what it gives me here is that I have this scene to work from, because this is what I'm like, yeah, I like that. And that automatically creates this video, but now I have the ability to have this scene and I can try it. And this is the beauty of having a unified experience like Atlas Cloud, is I could try this instead with a different model. Say I wanted to try the new Sea Dance model. I could click on that and then run this again using the same base image that I like and the same scene prompt. And of course you can come in here as well and you can manually change this scene, change this, etc. But anyway, so we're passing in that same prompt, but this time we're passing in the image that we created previously. So that's this image here. But of course, again, you could just pass this directly in using the URL in the same way. And that way you could then have like an image and a video that are both with the same base image. Because as you can see here, sometimes your logo doesn't get pulled through fully. But again, that's the beauty of having a unified experience with like Atlas Cloud, where you can try a bunch of different models. So we're passing that in. Again, the same thing, wait for completion. Then once this is done, it will then bring back the output. We'll then download that in the same way. This time we'll bring back a video instead of an image. And then we're going to upload again that to Google Drive, but with _video. And then the final one is it adds it into this sheet here. And boom, there you go. You have your entire pipeline that runs every single day for this ad. Now, because Atlas Cloud is a unified experience, I'm working on another workflow. Let me know in the comments below if it's something that you would be interested to see, where basically we're using Atlas Cloud to generate the exact same video on a bunch of different platforms, get the video, then update the sheet. This was all in n8n Cloud before I figured out that Atlas Cloud have their own node. So I'm going to transport it, bring it over here and build the same thing out, because that way we can actually use the unified platform to see which video gets produced the best by which provider. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested to see. But there you go. Go and use Atlas Cloud if you're going to use any image, video or chat generation. It's a unified experience with over 300 models, all the latest ones, on day 0, and you have this wait for completion note, which is honestly amazing. So hit the link in the description below, go check them out, you'll get your first dollar for free and then a 25% top up on whatever you add. So go check it out and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.